to multiply two monomials together, we're basically doing the distributive property again. It's just that you're multiplying each term of one polynomial by each term of the other polynomial. So you're going to be multiplying the 5x and the 2x, and you're going to be multiplying the 5x and the negative 7, and then multiply the 3 times the 2x, and then 3 times the negative 7. Like, that's how this works. I don't know why we have a binomial times a binomial here, because there's actually a shortcut for that, but we'll just go ahead and do what you do generally. Okay, so first you multiply 5 and the 2x. So 5, let's just go ahead and rewrite the problem. So 5x plus 3 times the 2x minus 7. So, first thing we ought to do is start our distributive thingies, right? Right. So first, we're going to distribute the 5x to each of these. Yeah, we'll choose purple for these. To each of these. So, we'll be saying 5x times 2x minus 7. And then the second half, which is your plus 3. And so then you're going to say plus 3 times the 2x minus 7. Okay, and then that looks like a regular distributive property problem. Like, it looks so complicated, right? So then we just take it and we use the distributive property. So we do 5x times 2x. And you think, whoa, what is 5 times 2? 5 times 2 is 10. And then x to the first times x to the first, you add the exponents, which would leave you with x to the second. See how that works? Yes. So then, after you do that one, then you distribute the 5x to the negative 7. What is 5 times negative 7? 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. And then you just add the x, because there's not a variable or anything like that over there. Boom. So there you go. You have your first little set. We can have parentheses around it just to make it separate. And then you do this one over here. We'll use a different color. Let's go with pink. Okay. So then you use your distributive property once again. So 3 times 2x. Well, what is 3 times 2? 3 times 2 is 6, and there's not a variable or exponent, so we just add the little x there. And then 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. So boom, we have our two separate, plus, yeah, it's a plus sign. I don't know if you can tell. I promise. There you go, plus sign. So therefore you have all of those. Now you combine the like terms, and here your like terms are that and that. So you take this down, so therefore you have 10x squared, right? And then what is negative 35 plus 6? Negative 35 plus 6 would equal negative 29. So then you have negative 29x here. And then you just drag down your little negative 21. And boom, you have your solution to that thing. Okay. So instead of two binomials, now we have a binomial and a trinomial. And here you're just doing the same exact thing. We're taking the one and we're distributing it to the other. Let's start with the green this time, because the green's cool. So you're taking this one, taking that one, and you are distributing it to excuse me, and you're distributing it, goodness gracious. Let's go for another watermelon, darker watermelon. You're distributing it to that one, each one of these. So let's go ahead and write the problem. X minus 4 times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. That's what we have. So we're going to distribute. You ready? I'm ready. Okay. First thing we are going to distribute will be x to each of these. So first we're distributing this x. We're going to be distributing it to the whole 9 yards over here, all of it. Okay, and then we're going to distribute the 4 to the whole 9 yards. There, distributing it to the whole 9 yards. So you take your x and then you multiply it times all of that mumbo jumbo on the inside. So x times all of this, x times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Whoa, yes. Now we are going to distribute the negative 4 there. So then you have a minus 4 times all of it. So negative 4 times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Boom. Okay, now you just use your regular good old distributive where it looks less intimidating. So you distribute your x to all of these. Okay, so let's think, what is 1? There's a 1 here, which means every number in here is going to remain the same. So 1x times 2x squared. Well, 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 plus 1 is, so it would be 2x cubed. 1x times negative 3x. What is that? That will be negative 3x squared, because x plus x equals x squared. And then x times 1. Well, that's pretty obvious. It's going to be a 1. So there you go. You have your first little bit. Now you do this one. You distribute this one. You distribute this one out to all of its little buds over here. So you distribute it to that, and then you distribute it to that, and then you distribute it to this. So negative 4 times 2x. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8x. Negative 4, or x squared, my bad, I apologize. Negative 4 times negative 3x would be gosh darn it, positive 12x, because a negative times a negative equals positive. So positive 12x, negative 4 times 1.